Hey everybody, it's Jeff Armbruster, and I got my beautiful wife here, Dana. We are doing the day 19 report of the Beachbody Ultimate Reset. We are really kind of officially done with day 19 as far as the food and supplementation is concerned. 2 more days to go. I've gotten a lot of questions, a lot of feedback from people who wanted to hear from my better half about how she did with the 21-day reset from a female perspective. Just going to have her just talk about it, overall, just kind of what she thought about the 21 days, and she's obviously down more weight than I am, and, her perspective on it. And then I got a few questions here that people wanted me to address tonight, and we'll kind of go from there. So Dana, you got to talk yesterday quite a bit in Frankenmuth, and we took a bunch of questions from people, but overall, what did you think the 21-day reset did for you?
The 21-day reset wasn't too bad. The food actually wasn't that bad. I didn't think it was too bad. It actually was good. I didn't feel like I was exhausted. I didn't feel like I wasn't getting enough food. It was overall a good experience, and I lost 15 pounds while doing it.
Yeah, she done actually better than me when it came to, liking the food dishes. And, she actually is going to probably be trying to eat, for to a certain degree, like the 21-day reset food plan is set up to, for what we would call stabilization after. I'm going to struggle with it a little bit more because I'm really anxious to get back into some of my supplementation, get back into my workout regimen, and that's going to demand a little bit more food. So, we kind of have different goals. I know for me, it's going to be hitting it hard in the gym again. Gonna take my time getting back and easing back into it like we're supposed to. And I know her plan is to do what? Brazil butt lift next?
I just want to basically maintain what I've lost, so I'll probably try Brazil butt lift.
Another 90 days of that. So that's kind of, she's done the program before, at least, a lot of the workouts. That's just going to be her program of choice. So, getting to some of the questions, one of our writers basically wanted to know about, I'll give my perspective and Dana can give hers on bathroom trips. This is going to be kind of an interesting video, especially with, I think they're talking about week number 2, the detox. How much time do we spend in the bathroom? And I got to first say, guys, this is not a colon blast like Carl keeps calling it. We talked about this in the videos before. This is a very gradual, you say when, time to go type scenario. We both experience much different things. I have a J pouch or a pelvic pouch from the ulcerative colitis surgeries I had 12 years ago, 13 years ago, wow. And so it kind of ran through me a little bit more than it did Dana. I was a few times a day, but it wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't like it got to go right now. I was able to delay it as long as I needed to. Just some minor cramping, I guess you would call it. And Dana, you were more once a day type thing, weren't you?
Once to twice a day. That was about average.
So it really wasn't anything significant. So the bathroom trips aren't uncomfortable. It's not like Lloyd on Dumb and Dumber when, his buddy there gives him the laxative. It's not like you're going to have an issue. So the bathroom trips are not an issue. And gas in general is not a big issue either. It's not uncomfortable. Like I said, this is a mild detox. It's not a colon blast, and it's gradual over a week. They're not doing it over 3 days like a lot of the cleanses are designed to do. It's over a 7-day period, and it's pretty gradual. This one I can't answer at all because this has to do with a female perspective. But Stephanie wanted to know, and Dana actually went through it during the 7 days, just the menstrual cycle, and if it messed with you at all, energy-wise or anything, if you noticed any big difference doing the 21-day reset from a normal cycle.
Actually, the only difference would have been is I probably was a little more fatigued, a little more tired. But really, there really wasn't any difference being on or not.
Yep. So I hope that kind of answers your question, Stephanie. If not, message me privately and I can get more specific. But I can't answer that one, so I needed Dana's help for that one. Also had somebody who wanted to know about if someone doing the program is already a vegetarian, or somebody wants to do the program is already a vegetarian, what options are there for them in that first week where you kind of still have a little bit of dairy, poultry, meat. Can they continue or can they start out vegetarian right away? And I don't see any reason not. I'm going to be posting this video on my support group wall, and I'll ask that Charles or Jennifer or Silver, answer it below, and I'll make sure I get it back to you guys. But if you're already a vegan, in my opinion, I don't know how you feel. If you're already a vegan, this is going to be a much easier 21 days than it was like for me and even Dana, who's not a vegan.
Especially the last week will be very easy for you. It's mostly fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't take the dishes that are vegan in weeks 3 and even some in week 2 and just start doing them in week 1. It's not like you need to give up poultry, fish. It's really week 1 is meant to wean you off and make it a little bit more easier transition. So I don't see why you just couldn't start eating some of the dishes from week 3 earlier in week 1. And remember, guys, you can substitute some of the meals. You just cannot substitute, breakfast for a lunch or a dinner for a breakfast. It's got to be a like for like. Breakfast for breakfast, lunch for lunch, dinner for dinner within the same week. The only caveat that I was told and we followed, you can't do the chicken and poultry or the salmon dish more than the one time in week 1. Cannot do that. So I don't see why a vegetarian could not just start eating in the vegetarian format from week 3 right in week 1. So Silver, Charles, or Jennifer, if you guys want to comment on this, that would be awesome. And then finally, somebody wanted to know what types of foods we're eating in this. And I would tell you it's going to be hard to tell you everything that we're eating. But obviously it's all kinds of steamed fruits and vegetables. Some vegetables I never heard of before, those roasted pheno bulbs. We had a lot of asparagus. We had some things that were really good. Salmon. With green beans or asparagus, I think was week 1. Like a chicken salad was one time. What other weird things or anything new that we had?
The quinoa.
Quinoa, that was something new.
The tempeh.
Tempeh. And all this stuff can be found at your local grocer, especially if they have a health area. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. Week 1 you had eggs and a couple pieces of, multi-grain, whole grain, whole wheat toast. It's not out of the ordinary whatsoever. A lot of it's just different types of fruit and vegetables I hadn't heard before. And the recipes don't look like they're anything extravagant at all. My wife done most of the cooking for this 21 days, and was anything really difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult.
It's not really
You just
difficult.
follow the recipes, and actually it was quite easy.
So those were the questions that we had for tonight. Sorry about last night and the microphone issue. I think you're probably right. I might have had my finger over the mic, and I'm not doing that tonight. So hopefully we have a good day number 19 with my partner here, and we have 2 days to go, the final 2 days, or we look at it as one weekend to go, even though we're going into Monday, Tuesday, and then we kind of start to enter what's called the stabilization phase weeks for the next 3 weeks, which is basically days 22 through 42 of reintroducing some of the foods that we gave up and reintroducing exercise. I'm probably going to have a tendency, knowing myself, to want to push the envelope a little bit. Going to do my best to stay on track as possible, but I'm just really anxious to get back into a routine. Dana will probably do much better with the food and working out than I will, because I'm going to want to get back into my habits. But we have a Q&A with Carl and Isabel. I think it's Monday or Tuesday, and we're hoping to give us a lot more details on stabilization. So that's day number 19, folks. You guys are going to see, you've probably been seeing it the whole video. I actually put a link up for anybody interested in purchasing the Ultimate Reset. It's a shortened link that takes you directly to the page to order it. And I'm also still getting a group together for an additional Reset Challenge group. Coaches are welcome to be in this too. Just trying to help you guys out through the 21 days that me and Dana went with any type of support. But yeah, look at that link. You should be seeing it right. It's either going to be down there or it might be up at the top here. Click on that and I'll take you directly to the page to order the Ultimate Reset. Cool. Everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you tomorrow for day number 20. See ya.
Night.